Hello again folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Summoner for the PlayStation 2. I know what you're all thinking. Wait, didn't you just rage quit the PC version of this? What makes the PlayStation 2 version much better? Well, first off, this time I'm actually playing with some actual knowledge about the game and how to build the characters and whatnot. So, you'll see that Jakar here is right badass with his skills being at like stupid high, and he's actually competent with combos. He's actually got combos. I felt that was pretty pertinent. Fleece, she's pretty cool. Still ain't gonna be able to use her much in the coming episodes. You'll see why. Rosalind has nearly maxed out all of her magics except for ice. I started going into assess, which has been really useful, but I think I still have a too low level for this upcoming area with all the mummies and the bone knights and the whatnot. And of course Joseph, who has got stuff. Yeah, I had done some of the quests that I had missed otherwise, some of the other quests that I just kind of blitzed right through because I didn't care about the rewards. And okay, so here's another thing too. I had decided to play this on my own time and was thinking to myself, you know, I should grind to get some of those better weapons of the game, you know, because Joseph could have gotten that Dreadblade, that one that causes petrification and all that fun stuff. I looked at I had played for approximately 12 hours grinding ever-loving crap out of the Kosani heretics that are off of the mountain by the volcano and whatnot. And after a good 3 hours of just grinding and killing those guys and picking up their equipment and selling, I saw that I was halfway there. So I decided, screw that. So if you look at my money there, I found a game shortcode that allowed me to do that. So I was like, oh hey, yeah, I'm not gonna spend half a century doing that. Huh? I thought your appraise was all the way up. Yeah, what the shit? Why am I not able to identify this bow? Whatever. Not that I'm gonna use it. Once again, I did not go with any bow using stuff, because I find bows lame. You guys, by the way, are looking at a 16:9 stretched out image. I am playing on a 3:4 ratio image. In HD, because people make HD dongle things for PlayStation 2 now, so yeah. Anyways, with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and actually do the thing that I was supposed to be doing this entire time. So I've gone on record to say that I usually prefer a console version to PC ports, if only because controllers are just so much easier for me to do with, and it shows in this, by the way, because you'll see me playing with Jakar, and Jakar has really good combos. It's just that with the mouse and keyboard, shut up. With the mouse and keyboard, I was practically barely able to implement them properly, anyways. So, once again, we are going to go into this place as Jakar and Rosalind. Okay. Hi, you're a lich. Now, I have several weapons. Oh. There's quite a few glitches when it comes to the PlayStation 2 port of the game, by the way. None of them are inherently game-breaking, necessarily. The only thing that I've come across so far is, as of late, while Rosalind is wearing a certain set of robes that increases her heal ability by 2, she will get stuck in this animation loop and will just infinitely use 2 AP and not cast anything. Throughout the course of replaying the game, by the way, I also found out, oh hey, weaknesses and such were actually a thing. You're busy casting a spell, so you can't do that. Assess. There we go. So we can see that ice strengthens a frozen bone knight, whereas fire weakens it, and it's strong against piercing attacks. Makes sense. And we can actually see their HP, which is also fantastic. Does a fat lot of good sometimes, except when Rosalind actually decides to throw off a firebolt. And yes, by the way, I did do this guy's quest because someone had told me, hey, it is worth it. Alas, so many times I thought to myself I should just leave, but then a voice would say to me, don't give up hope, he will return with your lucky charm, and so you have. Here's a fine sword for your troubles. So 100,000 experience points in the Breaching Claymore. I've not looked into what the Breaching Claymore is. I decided to keep pretty much from here on as a little bit of actual, factual, not spoilery stuff for myself. Sort of maiming Claymore, Breaching Claymore. Can't wield it, but it's a heavy arms 10, only usable by Jakar, with 100 damage and 0.5 speed. That is fantastic, except he does not have heavy up to 10. Did I do that? If I get... No, he would need to level up 2 more times. And considering how much experience points it takes to level up just once more, I don't honestly think that I'm going to get an opportunity to level up. Well, no. I do have an opportunity, but it's a little bit more... again, it's a little bit cheesy, but considering I had recently played through Rings of Power, which, won't lie, was kind of a pain in the ass. There was a moment in that game that I did have to more or less cheese to get money, so I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. It's a certain quest that when you back out of it at just the perfect timing, then you will you will still get the experience points, but the quest won't end, you know? So then you can just go back in, take the 4,000 experience points again and again and again and again. And before people ask too, I did. Oh, excuse me. I've forgotten about the Red Oni, not exploit, but grinding ability that I could do there. So, that was a thing. God, this thing is so tanky still. I mean, it doesn't help that this is not his best weapon. Someone cast lightning. Because what? The flange mace is at 60. I'm pretty sure that I was trying to use the debaser. No, the debaser was one-handed. Warhammer is pretty good. I found out that there are 2 versions of 2-handed weapons. There's like the large-ass Warhammer, which is slow swinging and does a hefty chunk of damage, but it's harder to combo with. And then there's the lighter ones, like the spiked mace or the flanged mace, that do a sizable chunk of damage, but for the most part, the amount of damage they do is kind of piddly in return. That said, I think I'm going to swap over to the debaser here, if only because I do need some defense. Did I forget to equipped 55? Is that any better? 40. 55. Either way, but this one gives me 10 AP. You'd have thought I'd figured this shit out beforehand. Ha! Not a chance. Alright, this guy's nearly dead. There he goes. But yeah, I tried to do as many of the quests that I had previously done, and then a bunch of other quests that I had some interest in. Not all the ones that I had done before I did again. Like, I swear that the one that you find the statues of the arms, legs, and head has glitched or something. In fact, I'm at the point of the game where a lot of things seem to have glitched. I'm kind of apprehensive about whether or not this was a good use of my time or not. I got other games I could have let's played, but no. I decided, hey, let's actually try to beat this one, because I do want to beat this one. It's just as... Oh, I tripped him. Cool. So here's the thing, by the way, that I learned, is that a lot of the skills that Fleece learns can be activated from the menu. See, I had thought... Excuse me. I had thought that when Fleece learned active skills, that they were just that, skills that were present at all times, and I would have had to, say, move around my character, around another character, in order to get sneak attack bonuses, or sneak up behind them with her sneak skill and proceed to stab him in the butt. And while that's true, turns out you can activate them through this skill, through this list, much like you do your spells. So, that's the thing. I also had figured out that a good chunk of this is simply made easier by controller. I'll explain. When you do a whole lot of moving around, the mouse and keyboard works, but I find myself clicking things I don't mean to click very, very often. And comboing itself is just such a giant pain in the ass. For one, I'm a right-handed guy, so knowing that I have to use the left hand in order to hold down a button, and then the right hand to click, I don't know, that got really annoying for me. What is this spyglass? Did I get this spyglass before? I don't think I did. Oh, I can't identify it because I don't have her in the party. I did not turn in the Rucka's stuff. Huh. Yeah, I had also... God. It was such a stupid idea. I had taken the game code to get maximum amount of money, which admittedly was way more than I thought it was going to be. And was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I could get rid of it easily, you know, make it seem like I'm not actively trying to cheat and whatnot. Like, I literally only got the money for that one goddamn sword. So, that is it. Where was it? Wait, no, I remember. I remember because I got lost for 15 minutes trying to figure out where the frick I was supposed to go. Oh yeah, and tried to make it seem like I wasn't, you know, just straight up cheating for the sake of cheating, and just wanted to get the one sword. Come on. Thank you. Turns out though, when you go to purchase things, what you have to do is destroy them one by one by one by one. So when I had lost the merchant that had the dread blade, which you guys will see as soon as Joseph is back in the party, which still might be a while. When that was happening, words, things, stuff, I probably should have just bought more dread blades and then destroyed those, as opposed to what I tried to do, which was buy a load of cisterns, citrines, that's it, citrines, and just discard those. I didn't want to make the... Didn't happen though, so... Yep. But yeah, that's the only game code breaker thing that I had to use, because while it was, you know, money in this game has always just kind of been one of those things that was like, ugh, god damn it, how the hell am I supposed to get this amount? But now, as you can see, Jakar actually properly leveled up and using combos and given equipment that makes it so as he is competent, he's goddamn scary. I swear that the only thing that makes him less scary than Joseph is the fact that he does not petrify things because of the Dreadblade. I still probably could have equipped him somewhat better. Like, I can probably... I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I could have done. Could I have given him... anti-magic shite? Nah. The speed boosts he gets from his equipment are far too valuable. Because seriously, with a speed of 94%, I'm able to combo pretty damn well with him. And she combos too. But Jakar is pretty much going to be the character I play throughout this entire bit. Like, I have the Torque Time, which gives him double attack and speed. Why do I still have you with a Ring of Health? Gave him the Berserker Ring, which gives him bonuses to axe and blunt weaponry because it's Jakar. I don't know. There's a lot of things I just did better in this version, and I think that a part of it is... It is kind of also because of the combo system just feels a lot better on this controller than it does on a mouse and keyboard. I might partially be talking a little bit as a Sony fanboy, but, you know, I like a lot of consoles equally and for different reasons, so... Bite me. Yeah, graphically, especially with an HDMI upscaler thingy for my PlayStation 2, it looks the same to me, but again, my eyesight is poor as shit, and the only complaints I really ever had, I don't really complain about texture popping because, whatever. The only complaint I really have with this game is areas that are dark are super dark. Like, look at this place. This place is... It's pretty damn dark. I think it actually took me twice as long to get through the cave where you restore Joseph's hand. Because it was just that dark. I could barely see where the hell I was going and all that fun noise. I just know. Just know. And you can also see that, of course, our HPs and APs is displayed on the right of the screen at all times. Who's active is highlighted in the gold ring around the portrait, or not the portrait, around the icon itself. But yeah, for me, it's a lot easier to just press up, press down, press left, press right, in order to do combos than, alright, hold down this and then press this on your other hand. And again, of course, things are made exponentially easier when you're actually able to do damage, when you're actually able to hit, when you're actually able to combo. Oh yeah, I should be using Desperation a little bit more often. Yes. Trip them. Trip them good. Yeah, look at that speed compared to before when playing here. I mean, the mummies are still going to be a giant pain in the ass, but, you know, when aren't mummies a giant pain in the ass? It's still going to be a little bit of a slugfest here, simply because, you know, trying to cleave through how many enemies? I think it was 30 to get all the way up to that door. But at the least this feels a lot better to me. And in addition, this is just, I don't know. Again, a lot of it was based off of the fact that I did not level up Jakar properly. So, to that, I will say that is my fault. A lot of decisions I had made up to that point were, in fact, just my fault, coming back to bite me in the ass. Ignoring certain quests that had certain items. But again, I feel like that a lot of the quests in this game are very, I don't want to say unfair, but a little unreasonable sometimes. For example, a lot of the quests are based on whether or not you will find the random encounter where a certain character talks to you. It's like, okay, cool. I was looking around for that one lord that didn't pay full price for that sword at the very, very start of the game for at least 2 hours. Guy never showed up. Ever. I was making sure I was walking around the right area. I was making sure that I don't know what went wrong, but dude never showed up. So, whatever. Pity to the guy who couldn't get his full money for the sword. Now you can still save and load from anywhere. Guys, is this the curse biting me in the ass? You can still save and load from anywhere in the game, except during combat, naturally. Yes. And the only thing I can see people probably having a problem with that people could quite obviously have seen as I was loading into the game in the first place was the fact that there is a plethora of loading screens. A lot of them. Like, an annoying amount of them. But, I don't know. I'm not too deterred by them. Again, I was raised off of the PlayStation 2 era, so it's kind of a moment of whatever. Okay, let me take out this Bone Knight while this guy's tripped. Rosalind, would you stop using spells? Wait, is he dead? Or did I trip him? No, he's not dead. Rosalind, for the love of God. And of course, things go easier when you actually have spellcasters that cast spells competently. You know what? Let's take over Rosalind for a second here. Nearby targets take extra damage. Oh, that's what curse does. Okay. It's reasonable, I suppose. Alright. Vitalize. Suppose I should have had her move out of the flames, but meh. There will also be little hiccup areas where it's like, eh. Where the game is like, I don't know what I'm doing. But, I assure you, that has not caused me any problems. Wow, did I trip him again? One of the best things about a weapon that causes a status ailment, sometimes you just get a million shots in. Rosalind, where's my healing? And yes, I bought a shitload of healing drops, whatever's. When you have spellcasters that tend to just kind of do whatever the hell they please half the time, it's a wise idea. Especially when you realize, oh wait, I'm taking double damage from this shit. Oh no. Don't let that lich join in. I mean, Jakar does have a leech life ability. Okay, he's dead. So it's not like we are completely screwed. But still. Yeah. I don't know what it is. For the most part, most games, I just feel better playing on mouse and keyboard. And yeah, while this is still taking roughly the same amount of time as I had taken before to get through this same area. That's a loud spell. While it's taking me roughly about the same amount of time to get through the same area, at least I feel like I'm progressing, doing something. It didn't take me half an hour just to get through those sewers and then another half an hour just to get roughly where I am here. Speaking of which, here's an example of how long it takes to save. 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's as long as it took to save. That's not terrible considering this game as a whole. Like, it is a massive goddamn game. Yep, move over to the guy and then start smacking him. I was kind of hoping to kill him before the mummy and bone dude came over, but I'm still not entirely used to this weapon. So it'll knock shit down and I'll be like, is it dead? Okay. Oh god, it's not dead. Or like it'll look like the combo has ended or something. And sometimes, since again a little bit buggy, there's not a confirmation of, oh hey, you've hit the combo. Ooh, but I could just hit that guy for half his health in 2 swings. That shit feels good. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is that the... Oh, it was player incompetence that made it so as I did next to nothing in this section, or where it was that the game feels... I don't know. I don't know if there's any differences between the PlayStation 2 and the PC ports of this game. All I know is that it does feel better in this port. If that makes any sense. Stop hitting me. Ooh. Let's just start dropping 5,000 XPs. Just gotta do a rhythm. I got rhythm. I got music. I got my mace who can ask for anything more. I also need to be careful when people die in this particular situation, because while I can raise Jakar from nothing to max with Rosalind, raising Rosalind is a significantly harder thing. For one, I think I forgot to buy a load of revive scrolls, so whoops. For 2, when he uses a revive scroll, he does not heal them to max. They return with like 1 HP, which is more of an after combat thing. Alright, take out this lich. Which, by the way, speaking somewhat of liches only because there's a little bit of a tangent based on the area of Orinia. There are some really interesting side plots in this game that I kind of wish that they were delved upon more. Spoilers if you haven't done the quest, but there's the quest where you find the demon who wants you to. That's still a thing. There's a quest that a demon wants you to toss this box into this abyss that was used to sacrifice things to the dragon that lived in the lake. You do that, and then turns out that like either her spirit or she herself returns. And that shit's kind of cool. I kind of want that kind of stuff to be expanded upon. I know they ain't going to, but, you know, Duke could dream. Oh yeah, so one of my initial worries, by the way, when playing this game, was that I had like played for 4 or 5 straight hours, maybe 6. I had come back to my previous save and it suddenly would not load. And I got very worried that I just wasted 6 hours of my time when I could have been playing literally anything else, as opposed to playing the same game over again. Turned out it was fine. I copied it over to another memory card and shit worked just fine. I don't know what caused that particular error, but it happened. Don't draw attention, please. Huh. Kinda surprised that they didn't draw attention. Whack. 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 It's such a stupid thing. But, man, I really do actually really like Jakar's being able to combo, like, twice in the same second. Admittedly, some of the attacks that he can do now are questionable. Like, Dude can heal himself with Leech Light, but then he has Sacrifice, where he does damage to himself on top of doing an attack, which is interesting. Just risky. You definitely. It's one of those. Okay, I gotta know where I gotta pull out this card and move. Oh, is my desperation used? Okay. Whack. Whack. Yeah, it may not seem it, and it's been a while since I've watched my own footage from last episode, but this is significantly faster. This just feels significantly faster. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. But I'm going to go ahead, call an episode here. When we return, I'm back. After like roughly 18 hours of playing this through again, I'm back. And I am going to finish this. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. Thank you for your patience, and I'm sorry for the outburst from last episode. I was just not playing the right port. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.